All right, let's go ahead and get this thing started.
Let the horn do the do-dang do. Express yourself. Express yourself. Express yourself.
Hello, everybody. I'm Nate Patterson, and this is Express Yourself. This is a place where I get to say what I want, how I want, and to who I want with no interruption. Nobody here to take the conversation to the right or to the left. I don't use Google. I don't use facts and figures. This is just a rant show. I say what I want. I say what I feel. All right. This is my personal opinion, no one else's. So let's get started. I guess by now everybody's heard, right? Yeah. Shocking news, Kobe Bryant and his daughter. You know, nobody really mentions his daughter that much or the 7 other people that died, but I'm not hating because this was a great man. Okay, this is a great man. He had a lot of accomplishments. But, you know, what about the flip side of the man? You know, every time that someone passes away, and I'm not trying to start any issues or anything like that because I'm only going to talk about Kobe for a minute. But, I mean, it just brought up a point. We're only hearing about, you know, the good side of Kobe, in which we should at this time, right? But someone, you know, I was here talking, and someone said, "How come we always only hear the good side of people when they pass away? We never hear the bad side." Well, you know, that's the way it is. But I'm not even going to go there. I don't want to. You know, I didn't like the man when he played basketball because he was an enemy to my team, and that was it. I didn't like him on a personal level. That wasn't it. Right? I didn't like him because he dominated my team, right? And it was fun to harass Kobe fans, but this is a different situation. I feel for his wife and I feel for his daughter. His daughter, oh my God, man, how can, man, I don't know. It's hit me, man, because, you know, I mean, I think about the terror that they felt going down. You know what I mean? I can't fathom that, you know. But anyways, Kobe Bryant passed away in a helicopter crash with his daughter, 7 other people, 9 total. All right, so let's move on to something else. I don't want to talk about that no more. All right, what's up? I got roughly about 4 or 5 topics. As you notice, I got some new digs. Right, and Focus Springfield, Focus Community Public Access is now offering podcasts to people. I'm taking advantage on it early. This is the maiden voyage. Express yourself up a level, right? Pretty soon we're going to be live to social media, so you hang on. We're going to do that, but let's get started with this, okay? I had 3 topics. One, I was going to talk about Kobe, but I changed my mind. Let's go to topic number 2. I'm going to save the impeachment hearing for topic number 3, right? But I want to talk about growing old. Okay? Growing old. I mean, from the time that we're able to realize who we are when we're kids, right? When we're kids, the only thing come out of our mouth is, "I can't wait to get old. I can't wait to grow up. I remember, I can't wait till I'm 16. I can't wait till I'm 11. You know, all this stuff. We do that when we're kids. We can't wait to get to the place where there's nothing but tremendous responsibility, right? I know because I made that mistake. But I don't even want to go that route. See, there's something happening to me right now, right? And I don't know how to take it. Man. I mean, you know, the cliche is that before you die, your life passes in front of your eyes. Now, since I was a kid, heard that to date, I always thought that meant that, let's say, like, that's a bad example. I don't want to use that. Let's just say, like, you know, somebody has a gun on me, right? And I know they're going to shoot me in the head and kill me, right? And wow, I just start remembering all kind of things that happened in my life, right? Well, I don't necessarily think that's it, to be honest with you. I mean, that could happen, right? I mean, that could happen, and it probably has happened, but this is not what I'm experiencing. What I'm experiencing are vivid visions and memories. Visions, I got to say that right. Visions. Vivid memories and visions. I mean, these things are so real. I can hear sounds, and I can smell smells. I haven't begun to taste anything yet, and I'm waiting for that to happen, right? But this is how vivid the memories are, and the recall, the detail in these memories. Oh, my God. You understand what I'm saying to you? So this is happening to me. And it's not just happening every now and then. It's whenever I get a few minutes to think, And it's like it just keeps progressing. All these, and you know what they are? The memories, most of them, they're moments in my life that stood out that I knew I would remember this when I got older. I can remember, I'm going to remember this when I get old. I can remember saying that. And here I am remembering it. So now, why is the question that comes to my mind. Why is this happening? And here's what I surmise, right? You see, when I was a kid, I used to look at old people and wonder why they were so angry, right? I used to look at old people and wonder why, why are they always staring at you? You know what I mean? You turn around, some old person just staring at you, right? I know why now. Because I'm that guy. I'm that old person looking at young kids, just staring at them, smiling. And their mothers and parents want to look at me like I'm some type of freaking pervert or something. And they should, because you never know today, right? But I'm not a pervert. I understand why old people were doing that. Because they see themselves in you. Yeah? I mean, I look at these kids. I see my sisters. I see my cousins. I see me. I see us running around doing stuff because they're doing the same stuff. You know what I mean? They're doing the same stuff, man. And these memories and visions, when they come, they don't just flash in and flash out. I mean, man, they play out. Sometimes they bring me to tears. You know? So is this what's happening? Am I getting ready to die? I joke, and I've asked some people about this, because I'm trying to learn about this. But I'm growing. It's the only thing that I could surmise that is happening in this situation, that I'm growing. And this is where wisdom sets in. Because when I see those visions, when I see those memories, right, I have almost total and complete understanding. Whereas when it was going on, I didn't have that. So you get to look at, some things that you've done in your life. You get to understand, and you get to learn from them. And that's the mission. That's the mission that I'm understanding now as a grown old man. I'm granddad now. I'm granddad. I'm no longer skate man. I'm granddad, right? And that's a title that I hold high. But in any regard, right? I forgot what I was going to say there. You see how that just took me? That's another thing when you get old, man. These memories and your immediate memory escapes you a lot. Yeah, I can't stand that. I'm drinking hot chocolate, so if you see me sipping this, I can't get enough. I'm sorry. I know this is rude, but hold on. Okay. But anyways, so these memories, vivid memories, they come and they go, and I learn from them every time it happens, right? Every time it happens. And so what happened over the weekend is that I found out that my early life mentor, idol, and I was his shadow, my cousin Ibrahim Abdul Haq, formerly known as Abraham Barksdale, passed away. Yeah. It really hit me hard, man, because that was my cousin, man. That was the first idol I ever had in life. You know, and let me tell you something, man. Ibrahim was no angel. When I found out that he passed away, of course, I hit the ceiling. I went Nate Patterson because, man, the way I found out was just booty. You know what I mean? I found out on Facebook. Are you serious? But anyway, look, I'm not even going to get into that. I could, and I could rip some people apart, right? About how families should function, but I'm not. Anyway, back to my cousin, right? Ibrahim Abdul Haq. I used to call him Shady. But anyways, this dude was so bad as a kid. Oh my God, I could hear my Aunt Mary. Abraham Barksdale. When she was mad, she called him Abraham. Abraham Barksdale. And all you heard was Abby running and laughing. This guy he always laughed as a child all the way through to his death. I guess I wasn't around when he passed, but I saw him as late as last year, right? Or maybe a year and a half ago. Was that no, it was last year. Yeah, it was last year. And he's always got that laugh. It's always bad. He's always into something, man. We used to, his mother, my Aunt Mary, she owned a rest home, the first black rest home in the East Coast. Okay, President Kennedy called her and congratulated her on all that and all her accomplishments. My mother took the call. Yeah, that's how I know it happened. So try and call me a liar. Anyways, I used to go out to my Aunt Mary's house. If you guys know Springfield, you will know that on the corner of Acorn and Cortland was a big white rest home. That was my aunt's rest home. That was Hurstdale Rest Home. That was the family business, right? And that's where I spent my childhoods in the summer. Oh, my God, man. I couldn't wait to school over. I want to go to Abby's house. I want to go to Abby's house. Right? Finally, I get out there. Abby's treat me like a stepchild. He always treated me like a stepchild, man. I mean, his thing was, I'm toughening you up. I'm toughening you up. I didn't need to be toughened up, man. But anyways, I can remember, man, that we used to go fishing a lot, right? And we used to walk across Mass Mutual property. Walk across their property, and he used to always tell me, watch out for the robot. I'm like, what robot? And he said, there's a robot that come out and chase you because we're on their property. And I always fell for it. I don't know why, because I was a kid, I guess, but I always fell for it. And I knew there wasn't no robot, but I fell for it. Because I love my cousin. He wouldn't tell me no wrong, even though he used to rough me up a lot. We used to go. He taught me how to sneak. He taught me the secret passages in Hurstdale Rest Home. There were secret passages you could pass through from room to room, travel down a corridor in a hall, just like what you see on these mystery movies. They had that there. Right? And I don't know if they were built there for any reason, man. I just think it's the way they built the house, and he learned them. Because he was a sneaky, devious little kid, right? What he did was there was a patient there, and he was a functional patient. His name was Francis, right? And Francis, he had been in the war, I think. So, I think, today, now that I'm older, I think he was suffering from tremendous PTSD, and it altered his speech. But any regard, Francis loved to fish too, and he had all the tackle in the world, big old tackle box, big green tackle box, all that kind of stuff. And he had all the stuff. Well, every time we went fishing, well, we ain't had no, all we had was fishing poles and a hook. Then we do our little I Spy mission. I have a problem calling him Ibrahim and Abi because I'm remembering Abi, but I want to call him Ibrahim. He was Abi then, right? And Abi, come on, we're going to get some fishing tackle. And I used to always tell him, we're going to get caught. No, we not. Shut up. And he'd say that laughing. And then we go in and we do our little, casual walk, past everybody like we're not doing nothing. Then when we get to the part where we can slip away behind the walls, it was on. But here's the point. always, every single time, at least a minute, maybe 2 minutes after we would leave the scene of the crime, Francis's room, after we had robbed him of his tackle, Francis be on the door knocking. You go in my fishing tackle, give me my stuff back. And Ibrahim would, or Abi wouldn't open the door. He'd just be laughing. No, we didn't do that. Next day we gone fishing with Francis Tackle. This is the guy, man, who was my idol. I could tell you a billion stories. Man, but that was my idol, man. You know, I always wanted to be like him. I mean, he was one of the superstars at Iron Dragon. Okay, so anyway, Ibrahim Abdul-Haq, formerly known as Abraham Barksdale, right? He was one of the superstars at Griffin's Iron Dragon, right? I mean, him and Ronald Watt and Derek Davis, they were the three superstars. They lit Springfield up at the first karate tournament ever held here in Springfield, and Iron Dragon put it on. They lit Springfield up. My cousin. Right? And he was the leader. Because he was bad in both ways. Bad, and bad that you don't want to mess with this guy. Right? That's right. I mean, if you know him, you know. Okay? But he wasn't no bully. He didn't go around bullying people, man. But anyway, he passed away. You know? And I'm going to miss him, man. I'm going to miss him. All right. We're done with that one. We're going down. We're coming to the final. The final. Express yourself. Don't. Okay. Let me stop acting stupid. It's time to get busy. All right. Impeachment 2020. Let's get to it. All right. So by now, everybody has seen or heard about something about the impeachment, something about what's going on right now. Everybody has an opinion, and I know half you Negroes' opinion. I can't talk today. Opinion is he ain't going to be removed. I was on Facebook, and I ran across a post, or actually I posted it. I didn't run across nothing. I posted it. My bad. I posted it that he was impeached. Next step is removal. And this brother posted on my screen, on my post, he responded, and he said he's not going to be impeached. You know, we all know this, that, and the other. And he's a Christian, right? So I wrote back to him. Now is the time to have some of that faith that you're talking about. See, because here's the dynamics of the situation. They have the hearing at the House, right? And then they got to have the trial in the Senate. The trial is where you change minds. Okay? They went into the trial, you know, you got Moscow Mitch. He went into the trial talking about, it's only going to happen for 2 weeks, and then we're going to let the guy go, is basically what he said, right? You know what I mean? I can't stand Mr. McConnell. I hate him. He should be the one up there getting impeached. But in any regard, right? No, look at what's happening. See, Nancy Pelosi is a very, very intelligent woman. And she's very, very in tune to what's going on. She knows her enemies, right? And I think what she did was cool when she held back the results from the House. Because had she sent the articles over right away, the trial would be done right now as I'm making this tape. It would be done. Because Moscow Mitch promised that. So, you know, she saw that this wasn't going to be a fair trial. She saw that Moscow Mitch wasn't going to do nothing but, you know, validate Trump's idiocy and give him another pass. How many passes can we give this guy? Huh? How many passes can we give this guy before we say enough is enough? What else does he have to do? Seriously? White America, I'm talking to you. What else does he have to do for you to change your mind? Huh? Because the only thing he can do next is mess with you. You know how, when the rest of us were out here struggling with what you call crack and all kind of other heavy drugs, You know, when your little sons and whatnot, they started to do the same thing and become addicted. You changed the name to opioids. You know, it's a more nicer name now, and now you want to give everybody help. What more does he have to do? You know, he's done everything. And see, here's the overwhelming picture is that everything he's done has benefited his boy Putin and Russia, made them stronger. It became apparent to me when I was watching the news that Trump and Putin, they're like Pinky in the Brain. They want to take over the world. I mean, if you look at it, it sounds silly, right? Yeah, but if you look at it, Putin is actually initiating that plan. I mean, just take a look at everything that happens. I mean, he annexed Crimea, however you say that thing, over there when Obama was in office. You know, Obama said, "Hold up, dude, you can't do that," right? Although they didn't do any aggression or anything like that, right? But Obama stood up. Now, you know, he's flexing again, but he's doing it through diplomacy, right? Backdoor diplomacy. And Trump is allowing it to happen and helping them. There's no reason for us to step to Iran the way we did. There's no reason in the world. You know? There's no reason for us to leave, who was it, the Kurds? Or whoever our allies over there and let Turkey come in and slaughter them. Because that's what happened. They lost that land. You know, Trump got the oil. Everybody made out except for the Kurds. Putin, his position, Russia's position is stronger now. So, this guy, I mean, what else does he have to do, America? Does he have to get up? Two things. Does he have to stand up in the White House in the Oval Office and say, you know, I just committed act of treason. I gave Russia the nuclear codes. Or does he need to jump up in the Oval Office and say, I'm Jesus? Because, you know, that's what the Antichrist is supposed to do. I'm not necessarily in the Oval Office, but he's supposed to say that, right? What else does he have to have? What else has to happen? I mean, because the reason I ask this is because nothing that he does seems to bother you. Nothing he does seems to bother you. Yeah, look, I'm looking you dead in the eye right now. Right? It doesn't bother you at all. Wrong. You know what this is called? It's called cognitive dissonance. I learned that word from Dr. Joyce DeGuy a couple of years ago. Cognitive dissonance. That's when you take the humane or the humanity away from someone so that you don't have to feel their pain. You don't have to have any type of caring for their well-being or anything. So no matter what happens, you're okay with it. And you know, it's justified. Remember when we were 3/5 of a man? Yeah, that was cognitive dissonance. Shadow slavery, cognitive dissonance. They're animals. They're not even people. Oh, slaves have a higher threshold of pain, so you could beat them all day. They could work. They literally worked us to death on Wall Street. Yeah, I'm talking about Wall Street in New York. What, you don't know? That's where they sold the first slave. And they have underground tunnels and a cell under Wall Street right there. And you know what's in those tunnels? The bodies or the remains of, I endeavor to say, hundreds of thousands of slaves. I wanted to say millions, but I don't know the number. Nobody does. Right? Yeah, it's still there. They unearthed that 3 years ago. That's right. So, you know, what else does he have to do, America? It's so prevalent that this man is crooked. It's so prevalent that his family is raping America. You got your daughter out there with an office in the White House with no position and no freaking job. She's not a part of the administration. But she's effectively become the first lady because the absence of the first lady filled by a hole. Period. You can't make no excuses for her. I mean, you people had a problem when Michelle Obama wore short sleeves. This biatch posed nude. What's your excuse? What's your explanation for that? And you let her in the White House. She was a freaking escort. Okay, let's take the pretty words off of it. She's a prostitute. That's how Trump met her. He was buying pussy. That's how Trump met her. Yeah. Pussy must have been great, though, because Trump still got her. Anyways, I don't give a shit about Melania. I don't care about her because before she found out that her husband cheated on her and now she's supposed to be so hurt and everybody has all these feelings, she was in lockstep with this person. She was in lockstep with him. Birther issues, all that. She was down doing TV shows and whatnot. So I could care less about Melania Trump and her problems. Bitch can go to hell for all I care. You understand? Because see, when you put a whore in the first in the Oval Office and call her the first lady, you insult us all. You insult every last one of us. Because the most intelligent first lady that ever graced that office, you people just destroyed her for no reason whatsoever, you freaking hypocrites. No, there was a reason. She was black. Let's call it for what it is. That was your only problem. Because she was black, you went and you challenged everything. Rush Limbaugh and all these white men attacking a female. But we can't touch Melania. We can't touch whatever the hell, Ivanka, with her little sissy-ass husband, Jared. Jared's going to run around the planet and solve all the problems. I mean, how stupid can you be, America? You put this idiot in office. And now what we have? We got the Republicans that are acting like he hasn't done nothing. And because they hold a majority in the Senate, they're going to let this guy off. No. Let's get back to what I was talking about before the phone call. In the Senate is where you change minds. What Pelosi did was change minds, and she's in the process of changing minds. How? Because she held the articles of impeachment. She didn't allow the trial to get started. Why? Because more additional evidence was continually coming out. No, we're not talking about the old stuff that they had in the house. We're talking about new factual evidence. Lev Parnas. Lev Parnas is going to be the death of Trump. And everybody's trying to say, Lev Parnas, he's indicted, so, he's going to try anything. The f*** you think Trump is doing? How can you have one excuse for this person and a different excuse for that person? They all together doing the same thing. How? Because you're idiots. Because you people are idiots. And you people are evil. Yeah, well, have you seen the economy lately? Seriously? If you people were half as smart as you say you are, when you just utter that idiotic BS, you know what I mean? This is a continuation. Remember when the economy was about to go south? During the election cycle, and Obama and McCain came running back to New York to handle the problem. McCain was a photo op, but Obama was actually orchestrating a fix, him and his administration, right? Do you remember that? No, I guess you don't, you little, I'm not going to call you names. I want to, right? Well, see, the Obama administration made it their business to put this economy back on their feet. 8 years wasn't enough to fix the shit that he fixed. So the continuation is happening now, and Trump is taking every last credit for it. And you're giving it to him. You know that man ain't did shit in his life but lose money and go bankrupt. You know that. He don't pay nobody back. He lies every time he opens up his mouth. But you're going to tell me that he fixed this economy? Excuse the expression, but you and every last one of you that think that. And I mean that. All right? It doesn't make any sense, man. For you people that hate black people that much,
Express yourself.
that every time a black man makes an accomplishment, you take the credit away and give it to some white person
Express yourself.
to make you feel better. And you feeling better.
Express yourself.
Okay? Let's call it what it is. This is express yourself. This is where I say what the hell I want, the way I want, and now I'm going to start to cuss. You understand? No, Nate, you got to calm down. No, what you got to do is leave me alone and let me express myself. Because, see, that's what this show is called. It's called Express Yourself. This is where you don't bring the facts and figures. You just rant and get it off your chest. So don't come in here and tell me to calm down. I'm getting shit off my chest.
Express yourself.
This is the shit to be up in my brain that, you know, because of political correctness, you can't say it. No, this is my show. This is Express Yourself. You don't like what I'm saying, cut the damn thing off. But if you like what I'm saying, you keep listening, man, because I'm going to say a hell of a lot more. But anyways, I'm going to cut it short because this is just a maiden voyage, right? I don't even know how long I've been talking. But I'm going to end it there. I mean, this is Express Yourself. We don't bring the facts and figures. We don't use Google to research any damn thing on this show. That doesn't mean I don't do it before I come on or after. I'm not a stupid person. I'm very intelligent. I'd like to think so anyway, right? But it ain't no time for that bullshit when you trying to rant. You trying to get some stuff off your chest. Okay? Now, anybody want to sit down and reason these things, you know, with some facts and figures? You know what I mean? Get at me. I'm always down for that too. I'm Nate Patterson, and this is Express Yourself.
Express yourself.